Welcome to my face. I'm James St. James, and this is Transformations. Very excited. I have with me today the gorgeous Vivacious. Mother has arrived.
Mother has arrived.
It's so nice to meet you. You are the last club kid.
Yes, surely am, and it's you started this.
I am the first. You are
I'm
the last.
Yes.
Alpha Omega.
Omega.
You are a New York queen.
Yes, 21 years performing. I got to New York when I was 9 years old.
Stop it. Where are you from?
Jamaica.
And then you've been in the club scene since.
I got to the club scene when I was 18 because back then it wasn't about your age, it was did you belong.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I did the door line.
Yes.
I know, and believe me, I let in many a 12-year-old.
Okay. Let's not talk about language.
Let's not talk about my boyfriend.
Okay, hello.
Not true. Oh my God, totally not true.
Okay. He's making a fashion line. Winona and Fabian, Zach Augustine, and Lee Chappell all took me in on.
Love Lee Chappell. Is Lee still around?
Yes.
Lee Chappell and David Lee used to do the Roxy.
Yes.
You remember?
I used to work that
there.
party too.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. That party did not stop.
No, it didn't. Honey. That was one of the
until it stopped. So what are we going to be doing today?
Okay, so today we are going to take this lovely mug and transform her into...
Ornacia?
Yes, darling, how did you know?
Oh, lucky guess.
How did you know?
Oh, that's exciting. Let's go do
And
it.
then there might be a twist at the end. There might be two Ornacias.
I love a
There
twist.
might be two Ornacias. This is clown white, and we're going to make that face as beautifully white as we possibly
Just
can.
wipe me out. Just blot me out.
Yes, darling. I hope there's a time lapse on this.
So tell me more about your time on the show.
It was so beautiful. For me, when I see Ru, I go into reverence church mode because to me, Ru is my mentor and she's also the mother of how I actually have conducted my life. This was 1992 going into 93. I was working a bar mitzvah company, a bar mitzvah, Sweet 16 out in Long Island. There was only one out guy, of course, in the company, and everybody knows if he's out, he has one title, the choreographer. And me at the time, it's not that I was in my closet, it's, you know, I opted not to share that aspect with them. I went to school for biology. I was studying to be a physical therapist. And we took this exam called Attitudes Towards Homosexuals. And if you score anywhere between a 75 and 100, it means that you would most likely find a gay person and kill them. And these kids scored in the higher percentile, all of them that were in the bar mitzvah company.
The whole company you worked with were all homophobic.
Extremely homophobic. But here comes this one video. They was like, oh my God, this video just came out and it's this drag queen, because you know back then straight people just don't have no respect on how they present or call who we are. And they turn on this video and it's RuPaul performing Supermodel.
Supermodel.
You better work!
Sachet Santé.
Hello, honey. She was so beautiful and mesmerizing that it mentally unhinged acceptance in their brain. Out of the clear blue. After watching the video once.
Wow.
And they had no problem dancing to Sachet Santé, no matter how gay he made the video. I was so inspired by the transformation she did with them just by her video. I went to the theater department. Now, I'm not a theater major. I said, I want 4 girls and I want to choreograph a dance piece. I took these 4 girls and I taught them how to walk runway. They've never walked runway in their lives, and I taught them how to vogue. Right at the dance recital, guess what I did?
You came out?
I decided to, not only did I come out, I came out dressed in boy drag in my Silver John Fluvogs. And while they were doing the choreography, I stood right at the side of that stage and started doing runway and performed the whole track in front of the whole football team, the lacrosse team, the cheerleaders.
But they loved it.
They lived, but the thing was, if they didn't know at that time, now they knew there was a lady in the midst.
That's the birth of Vivacious?
That was the birth of Vivacious, but it was the birth of me owning my gay and not feeling that I had to hide it anymore in terms of, I'm in your face now.
Cut to
all this madness 5,000 years later. Mother might be 25, but she's 1,000 years old mentally.
So do you have other little characters that pop out every once in a while?
I was more inspired by the Lee Bowery side of the drag scene. So, and honey, I love me some Lee Bowery. I always look forward to expanding whatever madness comes out of my head. You know, it's like most people go outside for inspiration. I dig inwards.
Who are some of the other people, though, that you...
Lavinia.
Oh, I love Lavinia Co-op. She's someone who for 30 years has been bringing it every night.
Yeah, to me, she's most legendary and known for the time when she came to the club dressed as a full British fireplace with tea cutlery, the whole 9 yards. But in the process, she had a functioning fireplace. I'm sorry, you can't beat that.
And even like Olympia, I
was just gonna say Olympia and Tati. Olympia and Tati. You cannot have the names without Olympia and Tati.
I remember going over to Olympia's house once in the 90s, and there were floor to ceiling, it was boxes, and it would say butt pads, elf ears, witchy poo noses. Literally, she would spend 6 hours getting ready every night, and it was like that everything in the kitchen sink kind of drag, and never repeated a look once.
Ever.
The 20 years that I knew her.
Yeah.
Ever.
And she was out sometimes 4 or 5 nights a week.
And sometimes there would be costume changes like that would happen between one club and the next. It was just amazing stuff. Yeah.
And the only days we ever had off was Tuesday. That's when we slept.
Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan McMichael.
I like your Hitler Youth haircut.
I hate you so bad.
To me, there was like an accent, a drag queen accent that was an old school affectation.
Back then.
That you don't hear anymore. And sometimes I hear it a little bit in you.
That's from the ladies who gave me the ability to be here. And for that, I'm beyond highly grateful.
We are all standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yes, we are all standing on the fiercer giants that came before us. And it is my job to bring them into the future by honoring what they have done.
What was that like all those years ago?
Well, you know, girl,
And then we, on the other hand, we have the little twinks who.
I wish. Goodbye.
Oh, are you done? Is that, you finished your, and she's gone. Okay.
That's the beauty that I like about Queens is that they dig into a source that most people can't. It's a shame sometimes that gays try to keep to fit to one mold and we're not supposed to, and we're not even supposed to conform to what the straights are telling us to do, because to me the word gay means generations ahead of yesterday. And the straights are the yesterday. We've always been ahead. Everything we've done, they jump on board and take it over and pretend that they owned it. I'm like, bitch, we did that 5 years ago, and now you want to pretend you're the new metrosexual.
The idea of like a bunch of the gays moving towards the middle stream, becoming like these bourgeoisie homos.
I think we lose our identity
I think so
as gays.
too. Slouching towards respectability. There is no reason on earth why we should be striving for mediocrity.
I liked it when the gays had our own culture, when we shopped in our own stores, where we built each one up.
I liked feeling like I was doing something subversive and something different.
Pushing the bar to the point where by the time they catch up to us, they're like, oh my God, this has been going on for that long. It's like, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've had some on you now. Somebody you know might want to join you.
Oh, well, what do I have to do? What's...
Darling, just look fabulous because you've been that way forever. Dun, dun, dun.
It's Arnacia. Oh my
yes,
God.
darling, Arnacia is back.
I get to mind link with Arnacia.
Arnacia's about to jump your bones, honey.
Mother has arrived.
Mother has arrived. 2 heads are better than one, and 1 head seems to be ahead of the competition.
What does Arnacia say? What's her? Does she have a little catchphrase? Yay! Oh my God! And don't forget to subscribe.
WOW presents.
Yeah!